Here's the question I have for the Trump regime. If white men are truly superior, then why is it that they are hell bent on needing to erase any appearance of diversity, of Black people, of women, people of color? If they're great, then why do you need the erasure? Whether it's whitewashing our parks, our museums, or our institutions, this regime is hell bent on making sure that generations to come only see everything quote unquote great by white men, and that's it. So it seems to me that they are hell bent on making America white and males only again. So take a look at this. Museums and parks must remove some items related to race and gender, according to an executive order. The details of the new executive order were first reported to ABC News. Donald Trump signed an executive order behind closed doors on Thursday, directing federal agencies and the Smithsonian to eliminate what the order calls, quote, divisive and, quote, anti American content from the museums, national parks. Sources familiar with the order told ABC News. The order called, oh God, get this, quote, restoring truth and sanity to American history. I can think of nobody better to restore sanity than that madman. Insert eye roll. Directed the vice president and the secretary of the interior to restore federal parks, monuments, memorials, and statues, quote, that have been improperly removed or changed in the last 5 years to perpetuate a false revision of history or improperly minimize or disparage certain historical figures or events. Do you know what that means, friends? It means to bring back the Confederacy. Okay? But before we dive in, I am so close to achieving 25,000 subscribers. And in order to help Damnation grow, I am calling on all of you who have not yet subscribed to the Danielle Moody channel to please do so right now. And to help the fairies inside the algorithm, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Now, let's get back to the erasure of America, shall we? Oh, friends. So, the Kennedy Center. Donald Trump, in one of his first measures as president, wasn't, to lower oil prices or to, get egg prices down. No, no. It was to begin his erasure at the Kennedy Center. And how did he start to do this? By making himself the head of the Kennedy Center. And in doing so, aside from also going to have, the January 6th chorus come and sing there, he has decided to remake America in his image. And if it's anything like his golf clubs, it will be tasteless, gaudy, and all white. His next move, dismantle the social impact team. And, I just, you have to see this, right? Which is the former vice president of the Kennedy Center, fired. Fired Kennedy Center VP Mark Bethumi Joseph speaks out after Trump guts social impact team. The Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts has fired at least 5 members of its social impact team, including the artistic director, the renowned artist Mark Bethumi Joseph. The team aimed to expand the Arts Center's reach to diverse audiences and to commission new works by Black composers. Why is this administration so threatened by Black excellence? Well, Take a listen to Mark in his own words.
Basically, I'm taking down everything black in my office, just as the new leadership of the Kennedy Center is doing its best to disavow much of the literal color that has made this place special.
You can just hear the heartbreak in Mark's voice. And, I have been to the Kennedy Center. And if you have been to the Kennedy Center at all, you know that it is a remarkable place filled with beautiful history, art, dance, music. And I have had friends that were part of the social impact team, that were part of bringing diversity to this place that for a long time had been whitewashed. And so we know that why is Donald Trump doing this? Well, because Black excellence to him is threatening. And that if you can tear apart people from their history, from their excellence, then they're easier to control. But guess what, friends? He's not stopping there. No, no. He wants museums to now lie about American history as well. I won't call him Mr., so let's just say Trump does not directly control the Smithsonian, which is governed by a board of regents, which includes a mixture of Democrats and Republicans and is overseen by Congress. In the order, he called on J.D. Vance, who is a member of the Smithsonian board, to work with Congress to prohibit expenditures on exhibitions or programs that, quote, degrade shared American values, divide Americans by race, or promote ideologies inconsistent with federal law. His executive order also called for making sure the Smithsonian's American Women's History Museum, which is under development, does not recognize, quote, men as women in any respect. The ignorance, the insecurity, the fragility of white straight men abounds in Donald Trump's moves to rewrite history and to write Black people, women, queer people, and people of color out of it. You see, the erasure taking place in our country is indeed heartbreaking. After just 60 years of civil rights and true visibility for marginalized groups, you are watching in real time how Donald Trump and his regime is seeking to take us all the way back. And not just 60 years, dear friends, but back to the 19th century where, people like me had to get off sidewalks when people like him were walking down. We need to ask ourselves, what is our role in this moment? It is to read. It is to share history, to share truth. It is to remember, so that the erasure that he is trying to put forth for generations to come doesn't take place because we decide to take hold of our story, our power, and our purpose. And that he cannot erase. That is it for me today, dear friends, here at Get Woke. As always, power to the people and to all the people power.